Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the second 450 qualifying session from the 2024 Southwick Pro National. If you guys know Southwick, you'll probably know that the fast qualifying times always come out of the first session, just due to the way that the Southwick track breaks down so quickly from all these pro guys being out there. So, however, I figured I better just focus on the riding portion in the first session and then bring the camera out for session 2. So you guys are joining me for the second session. Track is nice and broken in and rough. Typically, I tend to ride a little bit better in these conditions, so kind of unfortunate that the fast sessions seem to come out of the first session. It would be kind of nice if the first sessions at Southwick were untimed, and then, you know, once the track was broken in, that's when we actually did our qualifying. But hey, it is what it is. Unfortunately, in that first session, on my fastest lap, another rider crashed right in front of me in the rut, and I had to pop off of the track really quick and then re-enter. And that definitely lost me a couple of seconds, and unfortunately that resulted in a pretty slow lap time. Honestly, I think I was about 1 second out from qualifying in the first session, so that pretty much sets the tone for the whole day. There's almost no way that you can set your fastest qualifier in the second group. Most guys are like 5 to 6 seconds slower in the second session, so pretty much knew that this was going to be a day for the LCQ, but still wanted to go out in the second session and send it as hard as I could. And overall, really happy with how I rode. I've been saying it all year, but man, the 450 class is just unreal deep with talent this year. I have never seen so many fast guys come out every single weekend, and this weekend we gained like 4 more guys even. So a couple really fast Europeans came over because they love the sand over there, obviously. So we had Alvin Oslan, Gert Krestanov, and an Australian, Webster. They were all like close to top 10 guys this weekend, which was crazy. And then Southwick always brings out some really fast locals, so that just made the field even deeper. Not to mention, we also got Garrett Marchbanks back this weekend, so that's like 7 extra guys that we didn't have last weekend, which is pretty crazy. And just to put it into reference, I'll put the times from the second qualifier up on the board. Like, I mean, I was only half a second off Shane McElrath, and I was faster than some really insanely fast guys like Kyle Chisholm, Jeremy Hand, Ryder Floyd, Jake Masterpool, Romain Pape. Like, these are dudes who I know are absolutely nuts, and for me to be faster than them is super unusual for me, so I know that I'm riding really well. But unfortunately, all of us are back here in like 33rd through 40th, so it's just crazy. And this is no disrespect to any of those guys. If anything, it's just pure admiration for everyone else out there on the field. Any other year, if I'm qualifying better than Kyle Chisholm, I'm probably in like 15th place. But yeah, just not the case this year. So really happy with my riding. It's unfortunate that I choose this year to ride my best when the field is absolutely insane, but we're going to keep on grinding, and, you know, hopefully we find that half a second that we need. But you guys know the deal in qualifying. We get 15 minutes to lay down our best lap time. I think I get 3 hot laps in this one. So yeah, without further ado, I'll let you guys enjoy my first flying lap at the 2024 Southwick Pro National. Well, a couple small mistakes in that one and a little bit of hesitation. Last time I was on the track, it was obviously smooth. So when you're just going out there wide open, sort of blind, you're never really 100% confident hitting that stuff. So I knew I had a little bit of room to go faster, but I also knew that the track was way slower than the first session. So there was really no qualifying positions to be gained in this one, unless I somehow put like a top 10 time in. So really what I was just doing is trying to get comfortable on the bumps and stuff, to see if there's some passing opportunities for the LCQ, and mainly just see if there's any like bike setting changes I wanted to make or anything. Ultimately felt pretty good though, and my time compared to the people around me was a lot better in this one, so I was pretty happy with it. Really felt really good, felt like I was riding well, just a little bit too little too late. Should have been riding like this in qualifying one, and that probably would have put us in, but you know what, that is the way she goes. So a little roll lap here, and we're gearing up for our second hot lap. I will let you guys check that one out as well. One definitely felt a lot better. That was my fastest one of the session right there, and I was really pretty happy with it. Minimal mistakes. Felt like I was flowing pretty good. Kind of hit all the lines that I wanted to hit. Maybe missed like one or two of them. Maybe got stood up in one or two little ruts. But if I could figure out how to ride like that in the first session of the day, I think I'd make my life a whole heck of a lot easier. I don't know if I just need a better warm-up before the first session, or whether it's just solely based on the track conditions where I feel more comfortable. I'm not really sure, but I really wish I could figure it out. Maybe that's something I'll work on this week, is just going out and trying to go as fast as I can in the first session of the day. You know, maybe during the week I just take too long to warm up or something like that, and that translates over into race day. So always a learning experience. Unfortunately, learning experiences this year results in watching the motos from the fence, and definitely the biggest bummer with that is not so much watching from the fence, but just the fact that actually racing these pro nationals is what helps you make so much progress. Like, there's nowhere in the country where you can replicate doing two 35-minute motos. These tracks just get so gnarly, the competition is so high that, you know, being out there with these guys during the motos, you know, that's when you really become a better racer, and those are the opportunities that I'm missing out on by not making it this year. Before, a bad day just meant that, you know, I was in 30th instead of 20th, but now the difference is I don't get to get that experience and make that progress. So, but like I said, I'm glad I had a couple good laps in this session, because that really boosted my confidence going into the LCQ. We still have one more hot lap here just to really get a feel for it. but ultimately we're LCQ bound. So yeah, enjoy the flying lap number 3. I remember thinking to myself midway around that lap that I screwed it up bad enough that it wouldn't be worth pursuing, but watching it back on camera, that lap actually didn't look too bad. So I guess, you know, that's a lesson learned for next time. Even if it doesn't feel that great, just keep going with it. I think maybe I got sketchy once or twice and I thought it's not worth crashing myself before the LCQ because I knew that a fast time in this one didn't really make any difference for qualifying. So maybe that's why, but yeah, not a huge deal. Wouldn't have made any difference, but still would have been interesting to see what that one ended up being. But yeah, that's qualifying from Southwick. Not going to say it was bad qualifying. Honestly, like I said before, I think I'm riding really great. It's just my version of great is not quite good enough to be out there with the top dogs quite yet. So yeah, more work to do. Next up is Redbud. That is my hometown track. You know, historically I've done really well there, so I can only hope that that one's gonna, you know, turn our season around and we're gonna get it in the mains and have some good motos. Yeah, we'll put in a good week of training and come out swinging at Redbud. I will refuse to not be in the motos at Redbud. So back to work this week. I appreciate every single one of you for still supporting and watching these videos. It means the world to me. But I want to be out there in the motos for you guys. So that's what we're gonna do next weekend. Yeah, I wore the camera for the Southwick LCQ, so you guys will see that first. And then we will catch you at Redbud next weekend. So hope to see you guys there. Peace out. We'll catch you in the next one.